Hi, everybody. Kristen Lloyd here with Bariatric Mindset, and I am here to help you get past those resolutions and create long-term lasting lifestyle change. So, we are nearly in February, and I'm here to talk to you about resolutions. Why? Didn't you create those like a month ago? Probably because they haven't stuck. And I'm here to tell you why and what you can do to get yourself on the course of lasting lifestyle change to kind of reintegrate a plan so that you can feel successful in the long term. So, why resolutions suck, I have to be honest. Resolutions typically require that you change too much all at once. And so one of the things I call it is I jokingly call it the cheeseburger to salad philosophy. And this happens even for post-op bariatric patients. And you might not be going from cheeseburgers to salads per se, but basically it's too much all at once and your brain just cannot keep up. Change is already uncomfortable when you're implementing something new and when you're like, okay, so now I'm going to go to the gym for an hour a day and I'm going to eat salads and I'm going to make sure I get all my protein in and I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this. Too much. It's too much. It's overwhelming. It's way too overwhelming for anyone. So, what do people do? They quit and then they call themselves a failure. And then they get frustrated because they didn't succeed. And then what happens? They don't try again. Or when they do try again, they try again with everything all at once, which is again too overwhelming. And then like this little cycle repeats itself. And then you wonder why you're not successful. Okay, so what are we going to do? So here's what I highly recommend to you. Pick one thing. Pick one little thing that you're going to work on every single week, whether it's your meal plan, your diet, getting your protein in just for this week. Focus on your water or focus on getting your physical activity in. That's probably the hardest one, honestly. If you do not have currently a physical routine and exercise regimen. Why? Because that will most likely take you out of your norm the farthest, right? So meal planning, you're already going to the grocery store. You might have to pre-pack some stuff to take it to lunch to work with you. So that's not too far out of your comfort zone because you're probably already going to the grocery store anyway, or so I hope, right? Because everybody's got to eat because we're all still human. But if you're not already going to the gym, or if you decide to do a different physical routine, that's going to be more so out of your comfort zone and more uncomfortable for your brain to grasp in terms of change. Let's say you're going from getting up at 7 in the morning to getting up at 5 in the morning. That's a lot for your brain to handle. And so it's important that you start very slow with one thing at a time. And I wouldn't even recommend going from 7 a.m. to 5 a.m. Maybe going to 6 or maybe going half an hour or doing a home workout for a couple weeks before you can get to the gym. Don't even get the gym membership yet. Like do something at home. And if you're like, no, Kristen, I am a gym person. I have to go to the gym or it's not going to get done. I just cannot do workouts at home. Fine, get the membership. And I want to make sure that you're going to go at the time of day that is most valuable for you, right? So at the beginning of the year at 5 o'clock, the gyms are packed because everybody is head on with this New Year's resolution. February, it kind of dies off a little. March dies off a little bit more. And then usually by April, we're kind of like back to status quo. So if 5 o'clock is too hectic for you to go or you have family obligations, go in the morning. And if you're like, but I can't get up in the morning, it's one or the other, or you can do stuff in the middle of the day on your lunch hour. The importance is that you commit to what's going to work for you. Doesn't matter to me what time day it is. What matters is that you are going at a time that you are going to commit to yourself. No excuses, no BS. Because when you start to have excuses of, oh, but I have this and oh, I have that, then you're just feeding back into your excuses. You're not getting to where you want to go. And you have totally defeated yourself. You have totally self-sabotaged. You are not getting to where you want to go. And I'm not telling you have to do everything all at once. I'm saying you just have to do one thing. So if the gym is that one thing, then start off with that, great. If it's not, start off with the water, start off with your protein, start off with your meal planning, but not everything at once. Trying to do everything at once is going to create an overwhelm for your mind. And then again, the self-defeatist behavior. And then, oh, this is why I can't do it. And you may think, but like, Kristen, I'm a post-bariatric patient. I should be able to do this stuff. Or I've been on track for so long. Right. So you're on track, whether you're on track or off track, it's important that you pick something that stretches you outside your comfort zone a little bit. Far enough that you're challenging yourself to do something differently. Far enough that you're moving yourself outside of your comfort zone so that you can achieve something new, right? Achieve some success that pushes you in a different area, that challenges you in a different area, but not so far that you're like, snap, and you snap back like a rubber band, because that's what too much all at once does. It kind of like snaps you back like a rubber band because you can't take it because it's too much to handle, right? So it's important that you choose something that you are committed to and that you know why you're committed to it. Because if you're going to the gym and you're like, oh, I don't know why I'm going to the gym, Kristen told me to, or my mom told me to, or my husband told me to, or whoever, you're not going to go because you are not committed to it. You're just going through the motions, and you're not going to go because it's not going to mean anything to you. So if it's meal planning, if it's water, if it's supplements, if it's whatever it is, be committed to it. And going back to resolutions, you cannot be committed to everything all at once. It is too much. I'm telling you right now, it is too much. So this one step at a time philosophy is really going to help you create lasting change, because once you have committed to this one step at a time for, let's say, 5 or 6 weeks, okay, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to the gym. Now I've created a habit of going to the gym. Then you can add something else, right? And kind of build up momentum with that, and then add something else. So it doesn't have to be 5 or 6 weeks, but you have to have a handle on what the new habit is before you add another one. Because again, you get too much built all at once, but I have a job and I have kids and I have to drop them off and I have this and I have that. We already have a lot of expectations on us as adults. Having weight loss surgery is a tool that can help us to achieve long-term lasting weight loss. It's important that you're nurturing and using your tool to your advantage. And that means utilizing the foundation, the bariatric basics, your exercise, your protein, your water, your supplements, and your sleep in order to maximize your tool, right? To maximize the benefit of having this smaller stomach or pouch or whatever you want to call it. And so if you try to do everything or to move outside your comfort zone and to challenge yourself in too many areas while working, while taking the kids to soccer, while doing all of these other things, while, going for partner in your law firm or whatever it is, it just becomes way too overwhelming. And then you already feel defeated. And you, my friend, are a success. You are not a failure. You have come this far. And it's funny because I'm using this quote so much in all of my videos. You did not climb this mountain to get defeated or to be defeated by the hill. Right? So it's so important that you take this journey step by step, that you do stretch yourself outside the comfort zone, and that you do so very selectively, that you do so very strategically so that you can win. And that's what bariatric mindset is all about. I'm teaching you to win. I'm teaching you to be a success. There is a strategy to this. There is a plan in place. And what I'm teaching you is to very strategically stretch yourself out of your comfort zone, to trick your brain to grow so that you can stretch and then stretch some more and stretch some more and stretch more. Because I'm using all these metaphors and quotes. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. If this were a sprint, yes, do everything all at once. But guess what happens in sprints? You spend all your energy. You get tired, and that's what New Year's resolutions are. New Year's resolutions are sprints. You may be able to go at something for 2 weeks or 3 weeks tops, and then by the end of January, you get burnt out. And I don't want to see that happen to you. So I encourage you today to use this new strategy of overcoming the suck of resolutions and to step into your power by changing things one step at a time, stretching that comfort zone so that you can create lasting change in the long term. One thing at a time for a couple weeks. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Commit, and build consistency with that one thing to gain traction, to start seeing your accomplishments, celebrate your success before moving on to the next thing. I promise you, you will see the fruits of your labor, and you will just get more excited about how lasting change and habit shifting will really help move you to that long-term success instead of the short-term success and then into, the little plop of failure, because that's not what we want. We want long-term success. So, one thing at a time, that's my recap. Make sure that you're focused on the finish line, not just the end of the year, but your life, what you want to accomplish. Focus on one thing at a time. And if you have any other questions, be sure to put them in the comments below. I always check my videos. If you need additional support, hop on over to Facebook and join my group, Bariatric Mindset Mavens. I'm here to support you and your journey. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for other juicy videos, because we've just got more stuff coming for you. It's amazing. And if you haven't already gotten the Bariatric Mindset Success book on Amazon, it's amazing, filled with tips and tools and other amazing fabulousness on how to help you live your best life and keep the weight off after weight loss surgery. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Have a great day.